Yes, hello. Just self-evaluation for that final session with Michelle. I thought it went okay. I think the review went fairly well. I mentioned Michelle's goals. And how she tracked towards those. I focused in on the CBT stuff and the strength-based stuff, which was a big part of the work that we did together. And I encouraged Michelle to keep on doing that. And I asked questions to flesh out Michelle's perspective on that stuff, on the CBT and the strength-based stuff, and how that's helped and how that's continuing to improve and reduce the stress in her life. And I felt my micro skills were pretty good. My attending behaviour, my question reflecting, I thought that stuff was pretty good. What didn't go so well, I still find, I think with most of the role plays, I still find I'm a little bit distracted by my own thoughts and where I need the session to be going, and I doesn't feel so person-centered to me. It feels like me-centered, like I've got boxes to tick and this is the direction that we're moving. But and I was distracted a little bit by checking a couple of notes I'd written before the session, and I think what I find there is that pulls me away from 100% focus on what Michelle is saying. So because I'm thinking, and as much as I'm trying to actively listen and do the counselling, the micro skills, the attending behaviours, etc., I'm constantly like, kind of, what's next, what do I need? Does that make any sense? I'm not sure, because there was one stage there where Michelle gave me some feedback about the CBT, and she did mention that it's still been a bit of a struggle and she'd like it to become more natural. And I sort of reflected back to her, sort of paraphrased back that it had, that you're finding that more automatic. And she did confirm that was the case, but that's not really what she communicated. Does that, maybe I'm over-analysing it and picking it to shreds, but it's just, I think it's definitely, I need to continue to work on it. I need to continue to work on it, but I'm hopeful that once I start working, that won't be a factor, so I can remain sort of 100% present with what, where the client kind of wants the session to go, rather than where I want it to go. But maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. That's been the case with most of the role plays. I've found them. I've found that I'm on a mission, and this is what I need out of this, and it feels like very, very counsellor led, other than person centered. But I think look, I focused in on what Michelle, the strengths that Michelle can use moving forward, and the resources that she has now, continuing to use the CBT, continuing to use the daily schedule, continuing to communicate with Jake, the book by John Doe for further support, and I reassured her that I'm not sort of casting her off on her own, that I'm still here if she ever starts to struggle and wants to come back and do some more work. Let her know how she can follow up with that. So all in all, I think it went okay. I think it went pretty well. All right, thank you.